Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be going over my work from home desk setup and how I set it up to maximize productivity for a bunch of different things. So I use my desk setup for a lot of different things. I spend like 10 to 12 hours a day at my desk on the regular, which is so much that it only made sense to really invest into making sure that this setup was as good as it could be for all of the different things that I may be doing at it. Whether that is web design, graphic design, editing YouTube videos for this channel, long gaming sessions, as well as typical work things like working on spreadsheets, really long video calls. Having everything optimized to be as good as it can possibly be is pretty difficult for all those different things, but I think I have arrived at a pretty nice medium, happy medium between all these things. And I feel like my setup's in a really good place right now, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. So now that we've established all the different use cases that I have for my setup, let's go ahead and dive into the actual components. So the machine powering this whole setup is, of course, my PC. My PC is from NZXT. It is their Starter Pro Edition. It currently comes packed with an Intel Core i5 6-core 2.9 GHz CPU, an RTX 3060 Ti graphics card, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and a 1 terabyte SSD. I did buy mine last year, and last year's model actually shipped with a 2060 Ti. RIP, should have waited a little bit. But regardless, the relative cost difference between building a PC now and actually just buying a pre-made from NZXT is really not that big. They have a really great customer experience, their shipping times are really fast, and they take really great care of the products that they ship to you. All in all, buying from NZXT was an awesome experience, and I would definitely recommend. They really make it insanely easy to buy a really nice PC and get up and running in no time, and I'm definitely someone who will pay for convenience every step of the way. Connected to my NZXT PC, I have two Acer monitors. They're the 27-inch Acer KG271s. They're 1080 monitors with a 75 Hz refresh rate, and really are just great all-around monitors. I love the small bezels, the great color accuracy. I believe these monitors can actually reach 144 Hz with AMD FreeSync if you have an AMD chip. Unfortunately, I do not, but that would be great, and I imagine they are spectacular with AMD chips. As you can see, I currently am trying out having one monitor in portrait and one monitor in landscape, and so far I really like it. My desk feels less cramped, and I'm enjoying the extra vertical real estate on my left side monitor, but I will say it is a little awkward watching YouTube videos on your side monitor while you're working on your main monitor, which is something that I frequently take part in, but not a deal breaker. In terms of audio, I needed a multi-purpose USB microphone, something that would be great for voiceovers, for video conference calls, as well as other things, and I ended up going with the People's microphone, the Blue Yeti. There are countless reviews on YouTube about the Blue Yeti. I will spare you the time and say it's really good. Connected to my Blue Yeti, what I use when I need over-the-ear headphones are the Razer Krakens, which are fine. I think this is the item that I'd like to upgrade next. If you guys have any recommendations for over-the-ear headphones that you really enjoy, I would love to hear your recommendations. My primary use case would be gaming, work calls, listening to music, pretty much the standard things that you would use headphones for. Wrapping up with all of the audio items on my desk, I've got my speaker monitors, which are the Bose Companion 2. I've had these things forever. They are so solid. They've had a great sound from the day that I got them to this day. And this is another thing that I've thought about upgrading, but honestly, I feel like I'd have to get a new desk before I actually upgrade to some real studio monitors. You need quite a bit of desk space to fit those things on there, and I just don't have the space to spare at the moment. If you guys have any smaller form factor recommendations as well for studio monitors, I'd love to hear those as well in the comments down below. In terms of peripherals, I needed a mouse that was very versatile, something that I could use for general productivity, something that would be good enough in gaming, as well as having horizontal scrolling for video editing in Premiere Pro. And I landed on the Logitech MX Master 2S, which is actually a discontinued model that you can get for super cheap right now. I think it's like 40 or 50 bucks. When I bought this thing not too long ago, like a year and a half or 2 years ago, it was actually, I think it was close to $200. And it is an extremely nice mouse. The battery life is fantastic. I love the ergonomic grip. And one of the only downsides is that it uses micro USB as the charging port. It would be nice if it would be USB-C, but still a really quality mouse, and be on the lookout for those because they're super cheap right now. Similar to the use cases for the mouse, I needed a versatile keyboard, but I wanted to jump into mechanical keyboards. Previously, I had been using a Mac as my primary computer. I was attaching it to a monitor, and I was using the Magic Keyboard and the Magic Mouse, so I needed an intro into the mechanical keyboard world. I landed on the Keychron K4 mechanical keyboard with the 96% layout so that I had the number pad on the right side. And I will say, for a first mechanical keyboard, jumping into like the realm of mechanical keyboards, I think it was a really good start, a really great starter option, and I'm really excited to continue on the mechanical keyboard journey. I'm going to start collecting different keyboards. So yeah, be on the lookout for a new keyboard incoming pretty soon, hopefully. One big thing I think a lot of people's desk setups are missing, especially when it comes to like work from home and productivity setups, are really good lighting. And I do not mean RGB strips underneath your desk or any RGB lighting. I'm talking about like professional quality video lighting to light yourself up for a video call. Depending on where your desk is set up in different rooms, it's really difficult to actually get good lighting for all of your video calls, depending on where the windows are placed in your room or where you get the most natural lighting. It can be really, really difficult. So I actually kind of took a page out of the book of Twitch streamers and decided to grab an Elgato key light. I have it set up on my desk facing me at about a 45-degree angle, and I have to say my video call quality has gone through the roof. This makes such a huge difference when doing video calls. Usually webcams do not have very good quality, so lighting is so important for actually having a good image in your actual video calls. It actually has an app that you can control on your phone, and within that app you can even control how warm or cool the light actually is. I like to have it on a nice warm setting to kind of negate the harsh blue light that comes off of your monitors, which oftentimes make me look like a ghost every time that I'm in a video call. This offsets it perfectly and is such a huge step up in the video call game. With this great lighting, it would kind of be a crime to have a crappy webcam, so I did end up upgrading my webcam at the end of last year, upgrading to the Logitech StreamCam. It's really one of the best consumer webcams that you can buy on the market. It has insanely good quality. It could probably take the place of my camera that I'm shooting on right now. You probably wouldn't be able to tell much of a difference. It has that good of quality. It's actually capable of filming in 60 frames per second at full 1080p, which is insane. It's also got a really great autofocus. I will say one thing that is weird about it is the white balance often gets screwed up when you just start video calls. I don't know if that is within the actual video call software itself or if that is something within the camera, but usually just by holding my hand above the lens itself, it straightens itself out pretty quick. So minor inconvenience, but it is something I've noticed. Then a quick bonus round of all of the various accessories that I keep on my desk. First up, I've got my Anker dual MagSafe charger that I keep right here on the right side of my desk. This actually has a magnet on the back that connects to your iPhone MagSafe and charges it wirelessly. I like this a lot more than other wireless chargers because it actually holds your phone up so you can actually read your notifications and even tilt horizontally to watch videos. It's a super useful little thing, and it also charges your AirPods on the bottom. So this thing is super clutch. It's actually from, I think, 2 or 3 series ago from Anker, and is not that expensive anymore. I think this is less than $50. A definite must grab for your guys' desk setups, assuming that you have an iPhone 12 or newer. On the left side, kind of underneath my vertically hanging monitor, I've got my Apple Watch charger. Spoiler alert, one of the next videos coming to the channel will be a review of this Apple Watch Series 7, which I have been loving. Leave a comment if you are stoked to check that video out. A few other little things just to distract me from work and other things that are sitting on my desk. I have my Nintendo Switch sitting off to the side, some notebooks. Also on my desk here, I have my fidget spinner, which keeps me nice and distracted during all of my work meetings, as well as my Tesla Cyber Whistle, which doesn't actually have a use, but looks pretty cool and actually matches my fidget spinner. I also have some plants sitting behind here. These are just IKEA plants that I picked up quite a while back. And then actually off camera, sitting to the side, I keep my MacBook Pro. It is the 16-inch MacBook Pro with Touch Bar from 2 years ago, I believe. I'm thinking about upgrading to the new M1 MacBooks that just came out, but I'm not sure if I should wait for the M2 chip. Maybe let me know what you guys think. Should I wait for the M2 or should I snag the new MacBook? Let me know. So that is pretty much it. That is everything on my desk. That is how I maximize my entire setup for productivity, working from home, as well as a little bit of gaming and running this YouTube channel. So it's a very versatile setup. I hope that you guys got some inspiration from this setup, maybe taking a few of these things into consideration for your own setup at home. Briefly, just a quick channel update. I've only uploaded a few videos to this channel really, and they're kind of exploding. We have one video just about to pass 9,000 views, one that just crossed 10,000, and another that just crossed 20,000, which is kind of crazy for such a new channel. I know we just crossed the 300 subscriber mark actually today that I'm filming this. I just want to say thanks to everyone who's watching and commenting. It's really fun going through all the comments and responding to all of you guys. Everyone's been super positive and encouraging, and I really appreciate that. I'm really just uploading these videos because I really have a passion for technology and also a passion for YouTube. I really like creating these videos and sharing it with the world on YouTube. If you are still watching and you stuck around all the way to the end of this video, please go down in the comments and leave a heart emoji just to let me know that you made it this far. And if you're interested in some cool tech videos just like this one in the future, be sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a like if you enjoyed this one. But that is it for me, guys. I will see you all next time. Peace.